Hey everyone, and welcome back to Efficient Gaming. Unlike last week where we had an extremely late video, as promised this week we've got one on the day it was released. The last couple of weeks have been warrior themed. I know next week is different, but let's take a look at the tasks for this week. Alright, so as always, we're just going to read through the What's New section that they've given us. That is not how I get to that. Monster Week, Kikimore Warrior. Witcher, I've noticed that rare Kikimores started to appear more frequently. Swamps are swarming with them, and even more inhabited locations are not safe anymore. Use this week's challenging time task to teach these monsters not to disturb us. Action will delineate and define you. I don't actually completely understand what that last sentence means, but I will find out. So it says swamps are swarming with them. Now, this week, even though I've managed to get it all done today, I did have to spend a couple of hours out just hunting a couple of these monsters down to get you the videos for the sections that we cover as examples for the more difficult ones. Finding a couple of hours worth of hunting in exactly the right area at exactly the right time of day doesn't give me much hope that these are going to be easy to find this week. At least with things like the stingers, when that was quite a difficult week, and the Leshen hounds, they were able to appear during the day. These don't really appear during the day. I have encountered them during the day before, but I looked all day today and I did not find one, so we had to go out after dark during the night to find them. So first we are going to just have a look at this in the bestiary. So we want our Kikimore Warrior, which is in the rare category. So the rares so far have been the most difficult monster weeks to complete the time tasks for. So we're vulnerable to steel and fire. It's an insectoid. Can be most easily found in wetlands such as swamps, as well as in the vicinity of rivers and other bodies of water. Prefers to avoid human settlements. Nocturnally active. Now, the weekly description that we just read from Spocko suggested that they also now appear in human settlements, and to be honest, the ones that I've found for these videos, they've all been in human settlements. They were in the town that I live in. We have a river and a riverside, cafes and bars and restaurants and all sorts of things, and it was down there that I found every single one of these. So they are appearing in populated areas as well as in the wild, although to be honest I did walk over to the swampy area where I expected to find lots of Kikimore workers because it's teeming with them, and I didn't find any there. So it was really lucky that I found these when I did, and we'll show you how that occurred in a bit. But that's what we're looking for. So you're looking for somewhere with water, and it has to be nighttime because I did not find any of these during the day. But anyway, let's take a look at the tasks. Now, none of these tasks are particularly difficult as long as you know what you're doing. So there's no practicing perfect parries to get 5 in one fight like there was last week. But the difficulty this week is going to be in finding the monsters. So you need to be prepared to dedicate some time at the right time of day if you want to complete this week's time tasks. The rewards are pretty standard for any week's time tasks, so although it actually looks like they've upped the monster bait, I'm pretty sure we normally only get 2 and there's 3 there. Anyway, we've got kill a Kikimore Warrior. Oh, sorry. Let me start from the beginning. Kill 15 Kikimore Warriors. So there's 15 that you've got to find over the week. Kill a Kikimore Warrior in less than 15 seconds. Obviously, I've got a video on that. Kill a Kikimore Warrior using only bombs. I've got a video on that. We actually did those two together. Kill 3 Kikimore Warriors without dealing any kinetic or fire damage, so I've got a demonstration of that. Gather 50 units of powdered monster tissue. Now, if you need my help doing that at this stage, then you haven't watched enough of my previous videos. But it's all down to inventory management. You get the powdered monster tissue from literally every monster encounter that you have, as long as you beat it and as long as you've got bag space. So that is the easiest task we've ever had in any of these to defeat. Craft 10 insectoid oils. Now, this one isn't as straightforward as the rest. It's an easy crafting exercise. To craft insectoid oils, I've got some going at the moment. All we need, so there's the one that's going at the moment, but it's not going to tell me what items I need to craft it. So if we just go to our oils, we need 5 spectre remains, 3 of the fibers or grass or whatever you call them off of the ground, and 2 roots. So both of those can be gotten from just picking up the green things on the map, which of course there's nothing for me to demonstrate here for you now because I've just picked them all up for my potions, but you know what I mean. So you need a couple of those, and the spectre remains. So again, this is a heavily nighttime focused timed tasks this week. So your spectre remains, you're going to need a total of 50 of those, and unless you've already got them to hand, then you're very lucky. But let's have a look at our time tasks. So we've got kill 15 Kikimore Warriors. You're obviously going to have an example of that below. Kill a Kikimore Warrior in less than 15 seconds and kill a Kikimore Warrior using only bombs. So I thought, why not combine these two together, because there's no reason we can't. And so I have done that for you in this example. Right, so this is just me saying, yep, these are the two that we're going to attempt to do together. So again, this is all in preparation. Now, because it's nighttime, I'm going to be using the cat potion because that gives us 75% extra damage at night, which is doubled. Again, I always have my manticore armor on, so I've got the white gold potion, which doubles any other potions that I'm using. And of course, we are going to use the insectoid oil. Now, bomb choices, it highlights the best ones for you. So we either want the grape shot or the I can't remember what it's called. I can't quite read that, but it's something star or fire. It's the fire or steel one. But as you can see, with these excessive damage on, we just throw 2 bombs and it's done. And that was well less than 15 seconds that it took us to throw 2 bombs and kill that. So we are going to clean up with that and have both of those things completed at once in one go. Pretty easy. Now, I think it's Dancing Star. That's the one. So we actually get one back once we've completed that task, so that's great. There's no reason to use the Dancing Star over the Grape Shot. They will both do exactly the same thing. I just used the Dancing Star because I happen to have 2 more of those at the time than the Grape Shots. I only had 10 Grape Shots and I had 12 Dancing Stars. So, yeah, that's that one. Or that's those 2. So we've done that in less than 15 seconds using only bombs. Pretty easy. So let's have a look at the next one, which is going to be kill 3 Kikimore Warriors without dealing any kinetic or fire damage. Now, again, this is easy, although not as easy as it has been sometimes. So this is all down to preparation. Just make sure you're not using Melith or the new sword Incandescent Heart, and you just go in and you fight your monster. Now, apart from not using those 2 swords, which constantly deal fire damage, you've just got to restrict yourself to only using the Quen spell, because if you use Igni, that's fire damage, and if you use Ard, that is kinetic damage. So here, this is just us beating the monster, continuously using Ard to reduce the damage that we're taking from it. I haven't had to use any potions or anything, but if you have a little bit more difficulty because your witch level is not as high as mine, there's no reason that you can't use an oil or a thunder potion, thunderbolt potion, whatever the yellow one is called, so that you can do that a little bit quicker and a little bit easier just so it makes it easier for you. But again, it's just fighting it with a plain sword and not using any fire or kinetic damage. So pretty easy. And that is our time task for the week. I'd love to hear from you below as to whether you've actually been able to find any of these Kikimore Warriors yet, because as I said, it was one of the most difficult ones that I've had to do and spend time to find to get you these videos as demonstrations. Now, I've also got one more question for you. I've seen recently that one of my fellow streamer friends has done a similar type of video to the ones I've been doing recently. They've done the same format that I do, but they've done it without the examples. Now, obviously, I can get that type of video out the first day that this is out. Certain things take me longer to get the examples of, so I just want to hear from you for you to let me know whether you'd prefer me to take maybe a little bit longer to get the video to you, but with all of the proper examples so that you can see exactly how I'm doing it, what potions I'm using, what swords I'm using, etc. Or if you just want a bit of a summary and a talk through of each of the tasks and what I would recommend to do to complete them. So I'd love to hear from you on that below, but otherwise have a great week. Good luck finding the Kikimore Warriors, and we'll catch you next week. See ya.